Hello 12th class, this is your summary of data structure first and second and lecture number 5. So in this class I am just telling you about complete data structure. So the first is elementary data representation. So elementary data representation has two things, that is data and data item. So what is data? The data are the facts. These are simply values or set of values. In data we have three things, that is data, then we have to process it, after this we get the information. Next is data item. So data item represents single unit of values of certain type. For example, this x is equal to 3. It means it is of integer type. Now next is what is data structure? Now the question comes that what is data structure? That a data structure, that is a name group of data of different data type which is stored in a specific way and can be processed as a single unit. Means the data that we process are stored in a different data type and we store it in a specific way. So basically the data structure has the well defined operations, behavior and properties. Now data type versus data structure. So data type, as you know, that define the specific type of value that we can store and perform the operations. For example, the int type, that in int type we cannot store the decimal value and we cannot multiply the two string type values. So it also specifies amount of memory it will take, that how much memory it will take. Next is data structure is a physical implementation that clearly defines a way of storing, accessing and manipulation of data stored in the data structure. So every data structure has a specific way of insertion and deletion like stack that work on the LIFO structure, that is least in first out, and all the operation that will just take place from at only one end, that is top. Whereas this queue that works on the FIFO, that is first in first out. The item that inserted first will be removed first. Okay, so to perform these functions we use list as a data structure. Next is types of data structure. So data structure can be classified into the following two types, that is simple data structure. So these are built from primitive data types like integer, float, string or boolean. For example, this linear list or array. So next is your complex data structure. This simple data structure can be combined in various ways to form more complex data structure. It is of two types. This complex structure is of again two types, that is linear and non-linear. Linear means the sequential data that perform operations in a sequence. For example, this stack, queue, linked list are the sequential data structure. Next is non-linear, that are the multi-level data structure. The examples are the tree and the graph. Now this is the diagram to represent all data structure. In this is a data structure. It has two parts, simple and complex. Now simple has array or the linear. Okay. In your previous class I just gave you the difference, that what is the difference between array and list. So array is a homogeneous store homogeneous data and list store the heterogeneous data. Homogeneous means similar type of data and list store heterogeneous means different kind of data. Next is your complex. So this complex has linear and non-linear. So this linear is stack and queue and linked list, and in non-linear we have the tree and graph. Next, what is linear list array? So linear list means we perform the operation in a sequence, the data is stored in a sequence and we perform operation in it. So it refers to named list of finite number of n similar data elements. Each of the data elements can be accessed by its unique index or subscript position. Usually that is 0, 1, 2, 3. For example, if the list my list contain 10 elements, then the first element will be my list 0, second will be my list 1 and so on. This array can be the single dimensional or multi-dimensional. Okay, and we in Python we implement it through list data type as a linear list or through the numpy arrays. Now next is in the same data structure, we are discussing about the stack now. The stack, that is a linear data structure. So stack data structure refer to the list that stored and accessed in a special way where this LIFO technique is followed. In this, the insertion and deletion are just performing at only one end, that is top. Next is, this is an example of your stack of plates. Now next data type is your data structure is your queues. The queues data structures are the FIFO list where insertion take place at the rear end of the queue and the deletion take place at the front end of the queue. For example, the queue is much the same as the line of people waiting for their turn to vote. Now this is the example. It is a line. The person who is entering first, so he will just remove from the queue first. Now next is a linked list. So in this, the data element that is linked to one another. The logical ordering is represented by having each element pointing to the next element, and each element is called a node, which has two parts, that is info and a reference pointer. So this info part that store the information and this reference pointer store the memory address. Now next is the diagram of your linked list. So in this is your node. So the first one is the info and the second one is your address, that is a pointer, reference pointer. So this 15 has address 32. Now next is your 3. So 3 has address 32, 3600. Next is 17. So 17 has the address 400, that will store in the next earlier that node will come in front of this 17. Next is your 90. So 90 hold the address of this node, that is 4400, that's why it will show here. Okay, so this is example of linked list. Next is operations on data structure, that how many operations you will perform on data structure. So till now we have just discussed about the data structure. Okay, what are the types of data structure. So now we have to understand that what are the operations. So basically in the previous videos we have covered insertion, deletion, searching and traversal. Sorting and merging we have not discussed yet because your syllabus has changed now. So we just wait that whether the thing is in your syllabus or not. Okay, so first one is the insertion, then deletion, searching and traversal. These are the main operations. Now first is the insertion. So insertion in sorted array. Then how this insertion will take place. Suppose this is a array, this 10, 12, this is the array, you want to enter the element. So what will you do? First you need to create the space. Okay, you want to enter the element at the 5th position, at index 5. So you have to make space here. So you have to shift the elements. So here you have to shift the element downwards so that a new memory is created, so that this 50 will get placed here. So here the memory is free now. So you have to insert this 35 here. So in insertion the pointer will move to the downward position. This is another example. In this you have to enter the element, okay, 44. So you have to create the element, so that you have to shift the element 6 at 7th position. See here, just keep shifting the element from the right end till the index 2. Okay, you have to insert the element 33 at index 2. So shift the element 67, then shift the element 5 to 6, then shift the element 4 to 5, then 3 to 4 and 2 to 3. Okay, so that the at index 2 the memory is free now, so you can insert the element here. Next is the deletion, that delete the element. So in insertion you have shifted the element downwards, and in deletion you have to shift the element upwards. So here you have to delete the element 22. So this element is get deleted. Now memory is free here. So you have to shift these elements toward the upward direction. Okay, so the elements are shifted towards the upward direction. Now the memory is free now. This is deletion. Now next is introduction to stack. Here in your data structure, this stack and queue are very important. Okay, so a 4-mark question based on stack and queue will come in the exam. Now introduction to stack. The stack, that is a linear structure implemented in LIFO, that is last in first out manner, where these insertions and deletions are restricted to occur only at one end, that is stack stop. This is the example that now the top is none here. You have to insert the element 32, so 32 become top now. Next is push 18, so you have to insert the element here. Then this element 18 will come and 18 will become top now, because you know in stack insertion and deletion will just take place at the one end only. Next is you have to pop 18, so that 18 will just deleted and now 32 will become top again. Now you have to insert the element 29, so that 29 is become top now. Next is you have to delete the element 29, so 32 will become again top. Next is why and when do we use stack? So this stack, that is a very simple data structure that allow us to retrieve the data sequentially. Okay, so there are many real-time examples of stack. For example, you are a developer and you are working on a brand new word processor. Okay, and you know the undo feature. So in undo, when you record any action of the user, so this undo, when you have by mistake delete anything and you press the enter, so that thing will come again. Okay, so this is the undo function. So here is the example of this undo. Okay, when we do undo, we perform the stack. Next is operation on stack. So there are two operations, that is push and pop. So what is push operation? The push adds an element at the top of the stack. Refer the below image for more understanding that this is the push one. So this E, you want to insert the element E here. So the D part will become top. Okay, when you insert the E part, so this top will become E. Okay, this is push operation. Now the delete operation, that means you have to remove an element from the top of the stack. Okay, and how will you delete? Suppose this E is now top. Okay, so if you have deleted this E, now D will become the top. Okay. Next is introduction to queue. A queue is a linear list implemented in FIFO, that is first in first out manner, where this insertion take place at the rear end and the deletion occur at the front end of the queue. That are the rules of queue. The data can only be removed from the front end, that is the element at the front end of the queue. Okay. Now the removal of the element from a queue is technically called the dequeue operation. When you delete the data from the queue, it is dequeue. When you insert the data, it is called as enqueue. Now need for queue data structure. That why do we need queue? That is here if you have a queue and you want to just enter the elements and then you want to just simultaneously delete the element. So on there is one end only. So you have to perform the queue. That here is the example, that the people are standing, that is one behind the other, and they are serviced based on the first in first out. The person who just came first will remove first. So this is your data structure of queue. Now daily life example. So these are the examples of the queue. When you answer any phone call, this is luggage checking machine. Okay, when you are giving the toll tax, then this is also a toll tax of a vehicle. Okay, this is also the example of queue. In a call center, okay, when a person is calling any representative, so if that representative is free, only that will attend the call, otherwise he will not attend the call. So these all are the examples of the queue. Now I am just showing you the stack and the queue again. Now this is your queue. Just wait. This is your stack. Okay, so here in this the first function is your checking that whether the stack is empty or not. In the second function, this is the push one, there you have to enter the element and that element will append in the list, and every time I have just written the top, because when the value is get increase or decrease, it will directly affect, because here top is your local variable. Now here this pop function that will remove the element by using this pop function. Next is your transverse, it will just traverse the list and display the value of the display the values of the stack, that these are the elements of the stack. Now this peek function will return the topmost element. Okay, now this is your empty stack and this top will become the -1. Here I am using while loop for the infinite loop, and these are the operation that will perform. So these are the if block. Whether the choice is 1, it will call push, choice is 2, it will call pop, if choice is 3, it will transverse, if choice is 4, it will just peek function will call, and when the choice is 5, then it will exit from the loop. So this is your stack program. Now next is your queue program. So this def, that is if is empty, these both are similar. Okay, only there are some differences here in queue and stack. So def enqueue, that will insert the element, this dequeue function that will delete the element, this transverse that will travel the list and display the queue. Now in this I am using the print statement enqueue and end is equal to space. When if you do not write this, then your list will come like stack, okay, in a vertically way, and when you are using this line and you are just giving any space, it will show you a horizontal queue. Now this is your peek function, it will show the frontmost element. Okay, now front and rear is -1, mean that is none. This is your menu. Okay, so this is a program of queue. Now, so you have to just revise this chapter. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.